Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Today is Thursday, December 11th. We got 4 NBA games and Thursday night football. Buccaneers versus the Falcons. Quick recap of yesterday. NBA Cup was the purpose of the NBA Cup was to be competitive, to have an incentive for these players. But we have a 40-50 point blowout, which chalked pretty much every Suns player. Their whole bench played the entire fourth quarter, played actually a quarter and a half. Nobody cashed. Mark Williams was a dud. Dylan Brooks was the only one that cashed, but if you only took his Gabi at 14 and a half, he didn't even cash his regular line. None of the starters cashed any line. If you took the unders, obviously you did, but none of the 5 starters cashed their props. If you took the over, Booker was a late game scratch. They were blown out. This game was over by halftime, down by 40 points. I think they lost by over 40 points. Thunder, all the players that we took for Thunder, we cashed. We took Aaron Wiggins. We took Shai Alexander's points. I took his Gabi points. I had a feeling it was going to be a blowout. I did mention it was going to be a blowout. But Shai Alexander's original line at 31.5 did not cash. Ended up playing 3 quarters. Got 28 points. But we took Aaron Williams. We took Chet Holmgren's Gabi points. We took mostly Gabi's. I did expect a blowout, but 45-point blowout, I didn't expect that. I don't know what's wrong with the NBA. The Cup, that's the purpose of the NBA Cup, to offer some kind of incentive to make it competitive, and we still getting blowouts. So I have no clue what's going on with the NBA. But we move on to today. Thursday night football, I am not fond of primetime games. Usually Monday and Thursday I do 1 or 2 slips. Sundays are much better since we have more options. But today we got the Buccaneers and Falcons. Both of them are nearly close to being eliminated. I know the Buccaneers are still have a shot. So I'm taking the Bucs here. So Baker Mayfield needs to have a good game, and I think we're going to go with them. We're going to go with Baker Mayfield as our first leg. And I think I'm going to lean towards his passing yards. Probably the lowest I've seen it all season. He has a 219.5. But look at his past 4 games. Just horrible. I mean, 2 of those 4 teams obviously are playoff opponents. 41 against the Rams, 173 against the Bills. But Arizona and the Saints, just awful. I mean, if they don't win this game, they're pretty much out of the playoffs. I don't see them. I mean, they have to get a win here to get even to 500 and still have a shot. I mean, not sure I want to take Baker Mayfield. I think I'm just going to go with this Gabi. Past 4 games has just been horrendous. So we'll go with his Gabi at 174. I want to take Emeka Bupa. But it's hard to take any receivers to go off, especially the way Baker Mayfield has been playing. So we're going to go to the running game. And Bucky Irving's back. We know that. And he's actually been playing pretty decent. 61, 55 yards in those 2 games. Here against Atlanta, I think I might have him going over 50 yards. So we'll go with his 44.5. And then Bijan Robinson is obviously probably the most popular play for the Falcons. Rightfully so, since he is the number 1 option. So we'll go with Bijan Robinson. And we're going to go with his rush and receiving yards. We'll go to 79.5. You can even take it up to 89.5. Given it's against Tampa Bay, they're going to need him to score. So 99.5 is solid here. And then as far as the receivers, looks like Mike Evans is scheduled to play today. Not sure if he's going to play a full game, if he's limited. But it's Baker Mayfield's one of his favorite targets. So he can definitely be in play if you want to throw him in a slip. But I think I might go with the young rookie with Emeka. I mean, if Baker Mayfield goes, Emeka goes. It's simple as that. Kyle Pitts. Yeah, that's it. I mean, you want to throw in Mike Evans. Won't be 100%, but you can throw him in there. Bucky Irving, I do like him for rushing. B. John Robinson, #1 option for the Falcons. Kirk Cousins at 203.5. I mean, it's solid. But let's head on over to NBA. That's only the props I like for NFL. Very gonna go light. Just probably do one slip. NBA, we got 4 games. Obviously, Sadiq Bey is the #1. I kind of expected that. He's due for some regression, so I'm going to stay away from him today. I've been taking him the past 2 weeks. He's been cashing. But, as you can see, his productivity is getting just a tad lower. Trey Murphy's actually taking over in that team with Zion Williamson out. But first play today, we're going to go with is Kevin Porter. No Giannis. Kevin Porter has become the #1 option, so we're going to go with Kevin Porter. PRA and points are the best options for him. Fantasy score has turnovers. So I'm going to lean toward his points. And we'll go with this 19.5. It's a high and paying out Gabi. Next one is Jaylen Brown. No Tatum, so Jaylen Brown is the #1 option here. Without a doubt, 24.5. That gives you a solid 1.9x. That is solid right there. I will probably do that. 24.5. 27 gives you 2.25x. 2 Gabis right here. 2.25x. Very solid. So I will be taking that. Probably do best Gabis on the board. And we're going to go with Trey Murphy. I think we're going to go with the studs today. These guys are the #1 options. 2 key players are out for their teams. Kevin Porter making up for Giannis. Jaylen Brown making up for Tatum. And then we got Trey Murphy making up for Zion. So why not? Let's go with his points at 21.5. You can lower it down to 19.5. Look at this 3-man power Gabi. A 3.5x. That is solid as it can get. And then Clippers. Clippers are at full strength. Harden, Leonard, and Zubac are your options. James Harden has been a beast in the first half, so you can target that. But Zubac's rebounds is solid here against Houston. So we're going to go with Zubac's rebounds. Probably going to lower it down to 9.5. Ooh, I like Adams today. 8 rebounds. Ooh, he's actually a little bit bumped. Was at 6.5 when I've been taking. He's all the way up to 8 now. He's in play, but I do like Jabari Smith more since he is at 6 rebounds and he is a starter. Pretty crazy though. He is a starter, Jabari Smith, and he's at 6. Steven Adams comes off the bench and he's at 8 rebounds. They still have Sengun. They still have Durant to do rebounds. But they are a high rebounding team. Got some bigs, but just baffled by Jabari Smith 6 and Adams at 8. I will go with Smith at 6 here. Can't forget about Amen Thompson. Next up we're going to go with is another rebound, and that is Jordan Walsh. The young, fierce rookie. Points is popular. So we're going to go with his points and rebounds, averaging 6 rebounds per game. Let's see where his PR is at. 14, very solid. I like it. Probably going to get bumped to 14.5. 9.5, that's a free square. So mix and match. These are the props I like. So there's definitely more value than the NFL slate today. So mix and match. Pick your favorite. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. And see you guys in the next one.